Ladies and gentlemen, karibu katika Gashi's Command TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Yesterday, I consulted a lawyer who is actually a prominent lawyer in this country. And I asked him whether the Constitution has room for secession. Secession is whereby a section of people decide to break away from the great country, from the nation itself. Like the way we have been having these debates. And the man told me, the lawyer, a good lawyer of mine, told me that there is an international law and it is about self-determination. And he opined that Kenya is a signatory to major international laws. And one of these is the right to self-determination. So, can the country secede? Can, for instance, can Azimio secede and maybe form the People's Republic of Kenya or the Blue Nation and leave the other parts to UDA? Or put it differently, can Kikuyu secede? Can they break away? Or any other tribe? It may look a very interesting debate, but it's something that is happening. Do you think, for instance, the Kikuyus and Kalenjins can form their own country? Because that debate has been there. Watu wamekuwa wakiongea, wamekuwa wakizungumzia swala hili. Ni swala ambalo ni nyeti. And is this Azimio's secret card? Is this the wild card that Azimio has? Because I believe until Azimio's demands are met, opening the servers and auditing the servers through forensic audit, cost of living coming down, I believe they are not going to give in that Israel. They have just retreated, if you ask me. Kalonzo Musyoka was heard talking about this right to secede, the right to self-determination. He has been heard talking about it. Again, the debate was also there. People like Lademole Kina had also alluded to the same. So when you look at these guys, these are leaders. They are leaders, respectable leaders from Azimio. When you look at Kalonzo Musyoka, he's a principal in Azimio. When you look at like Lademole Kina, he's one of the people who are trusted by Raila Amolo Odinga. So this debate is there. So in this video, let me start by asking you a question. Would you like to secede? What do you think about seceding? Because this debate has always been there. So before you answer that question, remember to like this video, and if you have never subscribed, remember to subscribe to our channel. Here we discuss politics. And it is important we look at the reason why this debate is not going to die anytime soon. Or put differently, why some communities, some people feel that the time to secede is now. What are the factors that normally lead to secession, especially in a country like Kenya? The first reason is the sharing of the national cake. If you have been listening to Mount Kenya guys, that's why I've asked you whether you think Mount Kenya can secede. Mount Kenya have been talking about one man, one shilling, one vote. But William Samoei Ruto is not very keen about this. Mount Kenya have been saying that there is no justice, there is no fairness when it comes to the distribution of resources. As far as geographical reasons are important when it comes to sharing of resources, population is key. Kwa sababu wanasema, swala hili, pesa hizi zinagawiwa binadamu, sio wanyama, sio miti. And they are holding this so dearly to their hearts. So suppose the government does not give them one man, 1 shilling, 1 vote. Are you going to secede? Let me ask you, the Mount Kenya politicians. Are you going to lead the debate for seceding so that you can have your tax shared equally? Na tumewasikia wengine wakisema kwamba hata shule zingine, shule za kitaifa kama vile Mang'u Alliance that are Central Province, former Central Province, wanasema wao wanatumia pesa kujenga shule zao na kuzikuza, kuziletea maendeleo, kuzikarabati na kufanya mambo moja lingine pale. So they were telling the other communities to develop their own schools. I find this very, very interesting debate. I don't know what other people think about this, because this was the sentiment of the Mount Kenya people. So the issue of sharing of revenue, the formula itself, is also contested. You remember the debate that was there during, I think last year, or is it last year but one, in Senate? The debate was hot. The debate attracted the attention of the African countries. The second reason why secession may be inevitable, or why people may start agitating for secession, is electoral injustice. Rigging of elections is something that can make people to secede. If you look at the blue states, if you look at Azimio, even today, Azimio has never settled down. Azimio bado wanalalamika wakisema kwamba Raila Amolo Odinga alishinda uchaguzi. Which is true, he won the elections. And I want somebody to dispute this by opening the servers. The servers were never opened, even after the Supreme Court ordered or authorized the servers to be opened. What was given was just limited access. Maybe the call were never even opened. And some Smartmatic company refused. So this is something that has been hurting the Azimio. Today we are where we are because of a backward election. We are where we are because of a disputed election. So, electoral injustice, do you think it's going to continue? Do you think Kenyans are going to accept this for long? Do you think even Azimio can go even to 2027 elections with the current IBC? I doubt. The other reason why the community may feel that they want to secede is because of discrimination. I want just to remind you about Gachagua, who referred to Kenya as a limited company, whereby only shareholders can benefit. They have preferential shares. Wenye hisa, Kenya ni kampuni yenye hisa, ambapo wenye hisa ndio ambao wananufaika peke yake. So this kind of discrimination is dangerous, if you ask me. This kind of discrimination can trigger a serious debate. And I believe this is what Azimio has under its sleeves. And I think Kenya Kwanza should be prepared to counter this. If they don't want Azimio to secede, because I believe this one can happen very easily. The division in this country can happen. Again, the marginalization of a group of people can lead to secession. Remember the North Frontier District. Although that was not secession, because what the people from the Northeastern wanted, they wanted to break away from Kenya and join their brothers and sisters in Somalia. That one is called irredentism. It is not secession. Because in secession, a group of people break away but remain in the same country. They don't join others. So, like now then, people of Northeastern, there's a feeling of marginalization, backwardness, being left behind, no development, no nothing. And that is another area that the leaders of this country need to look. if they don't want secession, because it is something that can happen. Again, tribalism can lead to secession. You know, tribalism has a very ugly face, if you ask me. Kenyans look like they're in a forced marriage. And because this is marriage of tribes, truth be told, we are many states that have been brought together. We have not even built a nation. We are in the process of building a nation. Even the language, you don't communicate using kile Kiswahili ambacho tunafaa kuwa tunazungumzia. Utapata ukiingia ofisini wapata watu wengi wanazungumza lugha za mama. Siku hizi kwa mfano, the way William Samoei Ruto has been appointing so many people from his community. This is tribalism, if you ask me. And other communities feel alienated. Wanasikia, wanaona wao wanategwa, wanaona kwamba ni kana kwamba William Samoei Ruto hawajali, wanaona kwamba they are not part of the government. And I believe Azimio should also address this issue of tribalism and employing people from one community. Wakalijini watatu, Mkui moja, the other share maybe moja. So out of 10, you find maybe 6 of them comes from the Kikuyus and Kalenjin. 3 Kikuyus, maybe 3 Kalenjins, wengine wanagawanya. A country of 44, more than 42 tribes, because I understand there are some tribes that are not documented. So what we can say is that tribalism can lead to secession. Something else is dictatorship. Dictatorship is when you hear the leader saying, "It is my way or the highway." Dictators are dangerous. And a very good person who was a dictator is Arap Moi. Arap Moi's word was law. He didn't care. What he said was law. And that is how the agitation for secular liberation happened. That is how akina Matiba, Jaramogi, Raila Amolo Odinga, Rubia, Martin Shikuku, wengine walikuwa naitwa Wegi, walijitokeza na kuanza kung'ang'ana. And that is why Moi had to give in. If he did not give in, I can tell you this country could have been divided. So, there are so many things that can make a group of people to succeed. And these debates, unless it is handled with care, it is going to eat this nation. These debates, unless William Samoei Ruto, unaona vile ambavyo Kenya Kwanza wanajitana kifua, wanajipiga kifua, wakisema hivi na hivi. This country belongs to all of us. And we should share the national cake equally. There should no discrimination, no tribalism. And you see, when you talk about even the national integration is one area that Kenya Kwanza is failing. The president is supposed to be a symbol of national unity. The deputy president should assist him in uniting the nation. But we have seen Gachagua very busy, even in fact talking in public, saying, yeye ako pale kwa sababu ya Wakikuyu. Ako pale kwa sababu ya Kikuyu. So this is dangerous talk. This is something that is not going down well with other communities. And if I may ask you, and you are here and you are a member of this channel, are you comfortable when you hear Gachagua saying that Kenya ni kampuni ya wenye hisa? Are you comfortable with that? Are you comfortable when you see William Samoei Ruto appointing so many people from his community? Are you comfortable when you see the cabinet dominated by the Kikuyus and the Kalenjins? Are you very comfortable? I don't know what you think, but if you ask me, secession could be what is under the sleeves in Azimio. May you have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.